For this segment of the Spring Spotlight series, I'm going to be talking about a program that is helping kids get easier access to play golf. That organization is the First Tee. I'm here at the Arizona State Legislature in front of the House of Representatives chambers where they voted to have these bills passed. While many support the passage of these bills, LGBTQ advocates believe that this will have dangerous ramifications for trans youth. There are approximately 30 families here at this park. Statistically, more than 3 of those families would have had difficulty starting a family. According to the CDC, about 5 million women who are of reproductive age are affected by polycystic ovary syndrome, also known as PCOS, which can cause infertility. Tyler Sims, who is 27 years old, is one of those women, which made her path to motherhood more challenging than the average woman. I'm standing right where the semi-truck veered off the road and into the electrical box after its fuel tank was ripped out. Authorities believe that this combination may have led to the explosion that happened after the collision. Since our arrival here at the Mexico and Guatemala border, we have seen a steady stream of people crossing this river. I am standing on the Mexican side of the border where people from both sides are here to work. People are navigating the rafts and, like you can see behind me, transferring goods from the other side. Yellow taxis have been a notable part of New York City for decades, but with the rise of rideshare programs, the taxi industry has taken a big hit. Reporter Haley Ziamek gives us a closer look at the recent decision of Uber to add taxi drivers to their app and what that could mean for us out west. Being a mother can be challenging enough without the big obstacles that get in the way. There are women like Melissa Ruggiano who are widowed and have to raise a child on their own. Women like Katrina Schaffner who have children with particular circumstances that affect their day-to-day life. And women like Tyler Sims who have taken several measures to grow their family. Despite its challenges, it's safe to say that many mothers enjoy parenting.
It is the greatest joy. I am obsessed. He's the sweetest baby, and it just feels like what I've always been meant to do. Like, I feel like this was my calling in life, was to be a mom.
Melissa Ruggiano, a 42-year-old single mother raising 3 girls, lost her first husband when she was 25 years old due to complications from a heart surgery. He was 34 years old and left behind Ruggiano and their 5-month-old daughter, Peyton Scarrett.
I didn't know how to grieve because it was like just so, I think I was in shock for like a couple years. Like I didn't know how to grieve, so I just like put my whole effort into like work and raising her.
Ruggiano was unexpectedly thrust into becoming a single mother. The grief of losing her husband didn't stop her from picking herself up by the bootstraps and working hard to provide her daughter with a life that she yearned for as a child.
I promised myself when I had Peyton I would like do my best to make sure like my kids never felt the pain that I felt like my entire life. So hopefully I did a good job with that.
Breaking family patterns is what Katrina Schaffner, who is 36 years old, strives to do every day with her 4-year-old son, Holden. Schaffner has researched and implemented gentle parenting into the way that she raises him, which has caused issues with her family.
If your family's not going to listen, they're not going to support you, you have to be strong for your baby. You have to give him what they need, and what he needs is kind people in his life.
Schaffner claims that gentle parenting is an effective approach to raising children and that it has been very beneficial for her son who has anxiety and sensory sensitivities.
For me, that gentle parenting was very helpful because I was able to change my lens, to take a step back, to say, okay, this is how he's feeling, this is how I'm coming across to him.
There are approximately 30 families here at this park. Statistically, more than 3 of those families would have had difficulty starting a family. According to the CDC, about 5 million women who are of reproductive age are affected by polycystic ovary syndrome, also known as PCOS, which can cause infertility. Tyler Sims, who is 27 years old, is one of those women, which made her path to motherhood more challenging than the average woman.
I have a way less common type of PCOS, and my body just doesn't respond how they normally would expect it to. So like I said, it was kind of 2 years of trial and error and seeing what medications and what combination of things would work for me specifically.
At the age of 26, after experiencing moments of hope, only to be crushed by negative pregnancy tests, Sims finally saw the 2 red lines on the strip. Her pregnancy was later confirmed with a blood test. It took more intense medications to successfully get pregnant. She was also considered a higher risk pregnancy and anxiously waited to feel movement. After 21 weeks, she finally felt her baby move. Now having her son Jameson feels even sweeter.
Going through what we went through, it makes so much sense knowing that everything that happened had to happen for us to be here and to have this baby, and he is perfect.
In Phoenix, Geraldine Torrellas, Cronkite News. On March 30th, Governor Doug Ducey signed 2 controversial bills targeting transgender youth. One of the bills, SB 1138, is a bill that prohibits doctors from performing gender transition procedures on minors. There is also SB 1165, also known as the Save Women's Sports Act, which bans transgender girls from playing with other girls in school sports teams. Phoenix Pride has been among one of the local LGBTQ advocacy groups to show their support for the transgender community.
We are here to help, and we want our entire community to know you are not alone. You have resources, you have support. We see you, and we are here for you.
I'm here at the Arizona State Legislature in front of the House of Representatives chambers where they voted to have these bills passed. While many support the passage of these bills, LGBTQ advocates believe that this will have dangerous ramifications for trans youth.
When policies like this are enacted that attempt to stifle the identity, especially of young people, of adolescents, teenagers who are really coming into their own, the psychological effects are devastating.
Christina Red, a transgender woman who enjoys participating in athletics, has this to say about the Save Women's Sports Act in regards to hormonal replacement therapy.
The efficacy of hormone therapy, I would say that, with the regime that I'm under, it's more than fair.
In Phoenix, Geraldine Torrellas, Cronkite News.